Let's get a mic check here. 1 2 1 2. St. Patty's Day, Friday, March 17th, episode 3?
4?
Quick Shift.
Quick Shift.
Social channels.
Quick Shift Pod.
Quick Shift Pod.
Actually, a lot of people have been asking me, like, where do I watch it? Where do I watch it? I think it's a little confusing because I have to go to the Action Park Media YouTube to find it.
It is.
So Action Park Media YouTube to find it. And today I'm going to put it up on all the RSS feeds. So anywhere you get your podcast, you'll be able to listen as well.
We are an expanding enterprise.
Yes.
Episode 3, Quick Shift Pod, at Quick Shift Pod.
Yep.
Kevin Connolly to my right, fresh off a New York Islander loss in L.A.
Right.
You went
but
to
they
the
then
game.
followed it up with a win against the Ducks, a much-needed win.
You did say they had to get one of two. You wanted them to get the Kings win, but...
Right. I figured they had to take 4.
Yeah.
They got to take 4 or 6 points on this trip. So they got San Jose on Saturday. Pittsburgh lost last night. Whatever.
You guys are in a race right now.
We're in a race.
Yep.
Scotty, let's get the elephant out of the room right off the bat. You hit a monster parlay.
Yeah, Scotty's picks have been hot. The last episode, I hit the parlay on there, and then I did a parlay for the Islanders game on Tuesday night.
But
and
walk
hit that
us-
as well.
Scotty's
Walk us-
picks has been hot-ish.
Hot-ish.
I mean, I'm 2 for 2 on the parlays.
Let's walk us through the
2 for 3 on the parlays.
Let's-
You hit 2 for 3 on the
we
parlays.
also we have the segment of the Kings Islanders game at the end, so I kind of figured we can go into.
Oh, you want to talk about that later?
Yeah, we'll talk about
All
it
right.
at the end. We'll tease it.
Let's tease it. Yeah,
it's
we
a
got Scott. We
hosted
got
tease.
a gambling story. Scotty of Scotty's picks had a wild ride
Wild.
that closed out yesterday. But great stuff. Great stuff. So we'll get to that when we get to the Scotty's
Yeah, it's good to
picks
see you
segment.
back. It's good to see you back.
Yeah, I mean, I got into one Tuesday night, and again, we'll get into all this at the end. That's going to be the back bumper
Fair
of the
enough.
show.
Close
Fair
back
enough.
bumper of the
Okay.
show. So the first one we were rolling into here is the Quebec major junior hockey team planning on banning fighting. So I kind of just wanted to get your guys' takes on fighting in general in hockey.
So the QMJHL, all right, the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Now, I've been chastised in the past for saying certain things about French guys. I've played with a lot of French guys that were tough and real beauties, okay? There's some killers in this league. Now, is it a coincidence that they're the first league to now ban fighting? I don't know, because every French guy I've actually ever played with, I've loved. They're very wild and unique individuals.
They just don't fight.
Well, they've always had a little bit of a knock that was a softer league. Yes, yes.
Whispers that they were kind of soft and didn't fight.
Yeah, that Crosby played in the queue. It's been a softer. Listen, the OHL and the Western Hockey League are full of savages. They always have been killers.
Yep.
Killers in the game. The Q doesn't have as many killers. All right, and I think that's the difference. And this is going to be a real death blow to the future of hockey if this is allowed. This is the start. You know when they start making you eat caterpillars, that's when they're starting to force out the poultry in America. This is one of those moves. It's a diabolical move, and it needs to be opposed and stopped immediately.
So a lot of the people were commenting that they're banning it because there's 15, 16-year-old kids in the queue, and that's kind of why they want to get rid of it. Too young to be fighting. I don't know. I agree with you, Sean. When you start here, it's only inevitable that it's gone to the highest level.
You know what they did a long time ago? They changed the age that you could body check in minor hockey.
Yep.
I think it went from, I don't know, maybe it was 8 to 12 or some sort of age gap. I get that. All right.
That's fair.
Early on development, these kids don't need to be running each other and we're killing each other in the hallway playing mini sticks in the hotel.
Right.
This is dangerous because at this age, you have guys starting to develop into real pros. And if I want to draft a guy, I want to know how he plays in the fucking rough stuff. Now, all of a sudden, you're altering the entire landscape for all assessment of talent moving forward. I want to see a guy be able to play in a war when somebody's going to try and take his fucking head off and he knows he's going to have to answer the bell. That's what the game is built on. So all these idiots that don't have high hockey IQ,
All right.
they don't understand the implications that this brings.
Yeah, Scotty, are you like cool with them cutting?
No,
that
I think
out
it
of
makes the game more dangerous. If the guys aren't policing the game on their own and there's no fighting, I think it makes it more dangerous. People start taking runs at people, and there's no one to keep you in check. I think it's bad for the game. You gotta have fighting on one level or another.
Good
I would
point.
just worry about them moving forward. Meaning that if they are then go to the NHL and they're not,
Well, yeah, they
they're not
haven't
been
had 4
playing.
years of fucking body, like
yeah, or
answering the
being
bell.
prepared for that.
Yeah.
I would imagine that you would be putting yourself in a bit of danger not having that experience in this league if you're going to go to the pros, where all of a sudden in your next game somebody's allowed to drop their gloves and punch you in the face.
I also just think when you're trying to get more fan engagement and you get rid of fighting, which is one of the most engaging aspects of the game, if you're not a true fan, if it's your first hockey game, you want to go see a fight.
No, everybody that goes to a hockey game for the first time wants to see a fight.
That's what I'm saying.
This is woke virtue signaling at its finest, and the NHL will quietly pick up the phone. Bill Daly will make the call to Pierre Garçon, or whatever the fucking guy's name is that runs the queue, and say, hey, I appreciate it. It was great. We need the virtue signaling because concussions, we're not really doing this.
Right. That's how it's going to happen. Because listen, as somebody, I like where fighting is in the game now.
Yeah.
Where you have to have 4 lines of guys that can play hockey. Some of those guys happen to be tough, and they have to settle some scores. As opposed to leaving a roster spot open for a guy who's only going to play 45 seconds and fight. I think it's at a good spot.
I get that we had to evolve from like the Milbury days where people are going into the stands and it's just an absolute melee. But at a certain level,
I mean, I'll take a fucking fight in the stands any day of the week. Like, let's
will
go.
too.
Hey, listen, did you see Ryan Reaves? What was all the hoopla about him on TNT the other night? He's such a. First of all, who does a fucking interview with their shirt off on the bench? Bro, give me a break.
Did he do an interview?
Well,
Give me a break. People don't understand the minutia of this. Like, go back and watch all the G's over the years. Nobody's doing a fuck unless you've won the Stanley Cup and you're in the dressing room.
Yeah.
You don't do an interview with your shirt off. Maybe Darren McCarty cut his sleeves off, or this guy is a fucking goof.
well, I got
And a plug.
I got his fight in here. It's
A plug. A fucking plug. You know what they call these guys?
Plugs?
Clock killers. Which is even worse than a plug.
You don't think he's a good fourth liner though?
For what? For what team? For a Stanley Cup team?
Yeah, a deep playoff team.
No.
Really?
Don't insult yourself, Scotty.
You don't think he has any?
Your hockey IQ is riding so high.
You don't think he's got
I don't
any
know.
buffling to his game?
Whoa.
I just, honestly, and I haven't really watched him as a full player because I feel like anytime you see him, it's that, right?
It's a scrap.
Yeah, so I don't really know what kind of.
I think
Did
he's
you
got
hear
a,
him?
He's got a decent net front presence, Sean.
Well, you remember Dustin Bufflin. He played for the Kings, I believe.
Oh,
Well,
Bufflin. He
he
played for
won a
Winnipeg,
stint.
right?
No, he was king on the Hawks. When the Hawks had I think their second cup run, or maybe their first. He was a massive player.
Big
in that.
buff.
Yeah,
Big buff.
He signed in Winnipeg or something?
Yes.
Crazy?
One hell
Jumped
of a player.
Real good.
Okay. I don't know what
Nothing?
you're.
Oh,
just
you're
tried
saying
to
don't
compare
compare
him
Reaves
to
to
fucking
Bufflin.
Ryan Reaves.
I just think he has some similarities to his game. He's a massive guy. He's good in front of the net, decent hands.
But I'm talking about numbers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So
me
moving
too.
on from the Quebec Major Junior Hockey rule, we got Minnesota versus St. Louis. This is a French Canadian, Marc Andre.
Oh,
and
this is great.
And Binnington kind of.
Yeah, Jordan got. You know what? So first of all, I heard Henrik Lundqvist on TNT the other night talking about how Binnington should probably rein it in because you need to rein it in for goaltenders, right? You remember Billy Smith?
He's always in trouble, Binnington, right?
He's always doing
He's an emotional guy.
Right.
He's an emotional guy.
Right.
Now, I wish you had the Fleury audio.
Hey! Let's go! Let's go! No! Let's go! Come on! It'll be good. No. He always knows when everyone in. He always fights everyone in, you know? Okay. It'll be fun, though. Get the crowd going a bit, you know? I'll just get myself. I don't like having my hair like this, you know?
You heard this
Yeah,
yet?
it's
What
an
he was
habit.
saying?
No.
Scotty.
I can put it in though.
Yeah,
Wow.
Fleury's basically saying, come on, let us go.
Let's go.
Let
My
us go.
hair looks great.
My hair looks great. Let's get this crowd going.
Let's get this crowd
in
going.
the game.
One
He's
of the
he's a
most
fan favorite.
legendary mic'd up moments in the history of the NHL.
Yeah.
That shows you the truth. If you're marketing the NHL, why do you not have every OG gangster that operates like this mic'd up?
Right.
Pretty
I
much
mean-
every player should be mic'd up. Why not?
Yeah, I agree. It's just more footage to sift through. But you know the guys that This is unbelievable. Anyways, Binnington is a he's a hot rod.
Billy Smith.
Billy Smith.
was known for it. I mean, he was vicious, and he did not participate in the handshake, which would never fly today.
Oh, ever?
He would never participate in a
He
handshake.
came in hot with that block
Because he hated losing.
He just said no, even when they won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they won on the cup for the 19 playoff series in a row that the Islanders won. He did not participate in any handshake.
So I guess
Can you rewind it? Because
yeah.
I do think that Binnington had every right. He just got scored on. The guy that scored on him clipped him.
Well, but people also don't like him because he's known for doing Billy Smith type shit.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody's always mad at this guy.
Yeah.
so I guess the real argument here is why didn't the refs let him go?
That's the argument?
That's what
Well,
that was the biggest
yeah, of
issue
course.
on this whole clip.
Well,
why,
yeah,
why not just let him go?
I don't know. It was insane.
But is that woke culture?
Oh, a goalie fight?
Let him go.
Let him go.
They're both there. I mean, Binnington went into the pile. He made it an odd person scenario. Fleury comes all the way down.
Challenged him, really
why
wanted
are
to
they
fight
not
him.
letting him go?
I want you to play Dominic Hasek slips on stick fight. Patrick Waugh.
Oh yeah, we had that in an episode.
Did we watch it already?
We had a short little clip, but let's just.
But
pull
you
it up.
didn't show Hasek falling into the pile, right?
I did. You obviously aren't watching it on the Action Park YouTube.
Oh, never
channel.
mind. Don't worry. Don't worry then. I didn't know we already touched on this at some
He
point.
was way out of the crease.
Look at
But
that.
if
I
it,
mean, look
That's
at
a
him fly
nasty-
in with the blocker.
That's a nasty
stick up, stick still in hand too.
Marc-Andre Fleury did the right thing. I mean, of course, you have to. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Can you
All
think of a reason why the officials wouldn't want to let them two go?
No, there's no conspiracy theory on that other than they're just boneheads.
I mean, it's because the NHL is trying to get rid of fighting in the NHL.
Oh, you think that there's an actual memo that these linesmen are like, if you have an opportunity to break
Stop
up
the
a
fight.
fight,
You can really stop
a
it.
fight?
Stop it.
Yes.
You think there's a directive from internally?
1,000%.
Wow.
They've been trying to get rid of fighting for the last 5 years.
Is that a conspiracy?
No, that's just a fact.
But is the memo real?
I think it is, yeah. Do I need to be any
Figurative,
clearer?
figuratively speaking,
No,
memo.
No,
You
there
think
is
it's an actual-
definitely a memo directly to refs saying if you could break up a fight before it happens, break up the
like
fight.
memorandum 5173.
Absolutely.
Official. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
Are you just?
He's
Well, we're using
spitballing.
common sense here, or are
He's
you
spitballing.
based?
He
Have you
seems-
seen
why are
this
you guys,
document?
why are you
He
guys so
seems
confused?
certain.
Why are you so confused on this? I mean, my argument is about to become invalid.
Have
on
you
the next
seen the
clip we have
document?
here.
Have you seen the document?
I have not seen the paperwork. No,
Just get me a screenshot of
but
the.
it's been talked about for the last. 3
I want to
years.
see the memo. Show me the memo.
All right, I'll try to
See if
find
you
that
can
in the
find the
memo.
memo.
But the next one here is Sean's boy Reaves.
A
Minnesota
nice hit.
versus
Nice
Phoenix.
hit. Good hit. Good hit. It was a great hit.
He is in front of the net.
Okay.
Very reminiscent of Bufflin.
Oh, ooh.
All right. When did they have the conversation?
These guys
Let's
clearly
go.
didn't get the memo.
Embarrassing. Oh,
These
this
guys
is,
didn't get the memo.
Oh, I know what this is.
So
It's so funny that I was talking about Ryan Reaves earlier, and then you show this clip. Look at these two fucking bozos. Career PIMs. This guy's got 5. Look at the square off. Oh my God! From 2 fucking clock killers. These guys actually think they're the show. Look at that. Ha! Wow.
So here's the thing: if there was a memo saying "Let's stop the fights," they could have jumped in at any moment there.
First of all right, Imama,
And Mama,
you better watch your Imama. Imama, take your bucket off, bro. You got a visor on. Did anyone teach you the fucking etiquette growing up? Take your fucking helmet off with that visor. Reaves, you take your helmet off, which I'm sure he would have, and you square up like men. You don't square up with a visor on. What happened to the game?
so is that an unwritten rule? So one guy takes their helmet off, the other guy's supposed to take their helmet off, right? So if no one takes their helmet off, they both leave it.
Absolutely. Wow, I didn't notice the elbow. Rewind that. Let's see the elbow. There was a huge elbow on Reaves' hit. I thought it was clean. Let's see. No penalty. What do you think? You tell me, is this an elbow? Rewind it.
More?
Yep.
To that initial hit, right?
Yep. Keep going. Right to the start. Right to the start. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Watch this elbow. Oh, no. It was a mid-body elbow. No.
That's
Great
fine.
hit. Great
That's
hit.
clean.
Great
Well,
hit.
and let me ask you, when you talk about the square off with these two guys, I don't know. It feels like if you're
What
going to
the
fight
fuck
Reaves,
was
you got to
that?
take the fight to him, right? I'm guessing Reaves probably gave that guy the fight.
It looked like he went after him.
Right, but he was afraid to actually go after him.
That's what I'm
because he
saying. And
didn't
Reaves
wanna-
was like,
he-
if you want to
need
fight,
Jersey.
Yeah.
you got to come at. You got to, you should be the one engaging me.
You need an anchor.
Yeah, you didn't really want to fight.
And what the fuck are these? What are you two goofies talking about right now? Are you embarrassed?
I think if you're Imama, you have to go out of the box and you immediately have to fight again.
Absolutely.
You have to go again.
Absolutely. Imama.
Imama.
Like he gave, Reaves gave him that fight.
Yeah.
And it should have been on him to. I don't know. I don't blame Reaves for not going wild for some guy that he doesn't need to fight.
Oh, Reaves doesn't have to do anything,
Yeah,
but
that's
Imama's got to say, let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Reynolds starting to really look like Seth MacFarlane?
I can see
Do you
him.
not think that they're starting to look like the same person?
He's better looking than Seth MacFarlane.
I know, but he's getting. Usually, you get better looking as you get older, and I think Reynolds is having a moment of regression. Maybe he works too hard.
Maybe not after that $1 billion he just made.
That's an Avery
Mobile
hot
deal.
take.
You're right.
I think he still looks good.
Okay. No, I do. I just think he's starting to look more like Seth MacFarlane than Ryan Reynolds. That's all. Do a side by side.
Take your word for it.
Another local legend,
So
captain
this is a little
of
bit
the
different.
Edmonton Oilers. Please
McDavid
welcome
presenting
hockey phenomenon
at
Connor
some
McDavid.
music thing in Edmonton.
Much Music Awards
Yes.
or the Tony Awards? No, what's the Canadian awards?
Oh my god.
Oh my God! Do we have volume on this?
I gotta turn the volume up for this.
Oh my God! That poor bastard.
I
They made
know.
him do this.
They
The
made
Juno Awards. The Juno Awards. Yes. Avril Lavigne. Wow. What did they what did they put him in? What did they give him? They thought, you know what? We'll give him the sneakers and really spiff it up.
So before we go into the clip, how does this even happen? Is this McDavid's manager? Is this his agent trying to?
No, they reached out to the team. It's in Edmonton.
It's a memo
It's
from
a
the
fuck-
NHL. Serious.
A lot of
Serious.
memos.
They want to show him as the face of the game.
Yep.
Will he do this?
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because clearly the guy's just a hockey player. He wants to play hockey. He don't want to be there.
Well, there's clips all over the internet saying he's a massive Nickelback guy and that he wanted to do it.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, I get that.
Well,
so
everybody wins. Yeah.
right,
here we go.
everybody wins. He did Nickelback win?
They did. It's like a special award. for
Lifetime
them.
achievement, Scotty.
He looks good cleaned up though.
I like how he's holding the applause. Take a moment. Nice. Super awkward.
Let him love you.
Could have said something.
Let him
here.
love you,
Let
baby.
him love you.
You guys are too much.
You guys are too much.
You guys are too
Sounds
much.
like
You know how
Chunk
much
from
I
the
love playing
Goonies.
here in front of you guys. So
Let him love you. What a great line, Kevin.
tonight I'm doing something a little bit different.
Little ball
I'm so
sack
proud
there.
To be up here
Tight,
standing in front of you
tight,
guys.
tight.
The Hall of Fame. Every institution has one.
And he actually looks gay
Everybody's
when he's
goal
floating
to be
that,
in.
that trophy around. That's
It's
the
a
nerves,
place
but
that
he's
reminds
cute.
you
I like
of
him.
legacies
So they're getting
and excellence.
inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I
How
think that's why they
certain
had him.
players
Awesome.
Have changed the game forever.
He looks
So gay.
I mean, so nervous.
Yeah.
So nervous.
Gay, jolly,
The
nervous.
names in the hall
It's beautiful.
inspire you. They make you want to get close.
He's
to
likable.
that level of greatness.
Now, as soon as he hits the
Tonight,
teleprompter,
the
it's
Canadian
downhill.
Music Hall of Fame is inducting my friends Nickelback.
So that was going to be my question. Full teleprompter the whole time. Yeah, there's no McDavid
started
riff,
without
30-second riff.
Started without one.
Nickelback has brought my family and friends a lot of great memories over the years and kept a lot of neighbors up in the process.
Kev,
Tonight,
Let 'em love you.
it's my
Let 'em
honor
love you.
and privilege
Then
to
you could get away
introduce
with
to
He's just,
you
he's Connor McDavid.
Pride
He's just
of
so good. He can
Alberta,
do whatever the fuck he wants.
Nickelback.
All right, so that was a short clip. I
That
just
was
wanted
wild.
to. I mean, it's just not.
that was wild.
Right, but that makes sense.
I'm envisioning like Crosby up there. You think Crosby gets through that a little cleaner? Or Ovechkin? Ovechkin goes up there and
Well, Ovechkin's a little bit more of a hot dog, right?
Of course.
Ovi
I don't know that
handles
Sid's.
well.
I don't know if Sid's wildly comfortable up there, right?
I
No.
just think Crosby's got a little more stage presence than McDavid. Like you said, he's the superstar of the league. Let's have a little more gravitas to your stage presence.
McDavid.
Yeah.
Well, they should hire there should be a universal role. Like that should be the only job that I ever get in hockey is to be that guy. So we know he's presenting. All right, send Avery in. We don't ever see him. He doesn't come into the office. Send him the memo. He's got to fly to Edmonton, and he's got to get him ready. And just give me 2 days, and we're good.
To get him ready.
Yeah.
You dress him?
Yes. Absolutely.
I just think if you're McDavid's management team, you go, nah, we're not going to do live stuff. Let's get him in the Hertz commercial. Let's get him in something where we can do 800 takes and make him look a little bit better. We don't need him to be doing live stuff yet.
Well, they can do both.
No, he obviously can't do both. He looks ridiculous up there.
Well, I don't think anyone probably thinks that other than me. I mean, I think he looks like he's so nervous that he's gay. He's actually inverted into a gay man, if you want to play it again.
He was getting ripped online for it. That's why we clipped it in.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah,
fuck
people are
everyone.
hating. People
you know what? Screw them. Okay, you know how hard that is?
I feel like if
Your first awards show?
I feel like if he,
Nervous?
yeah, of course. But I mean, even aside from that, my guess is he's probably a big Nickelback fan. And probably Nickelback's management reached out to Connor's management and said, hey, anyway, Connor does this. And Connor said, sure. That's probably what happened.
Okay, but talk about the nerves.
Oh, yeah, the nerves
First
are
award
brutal.
show, where?
Nerves they're brutal.
Did you have a couple of drinks before you went out?
Yeah. yeah, as a matter of fact. But yeah, the teleprompter, and yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
But you, when you would do award shows, you kind of went out on an ensemble most of the time, right?
Yeah, but I did, I did some. I've been up on stage by myself. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great.
What was that supposed to mean?
Meaning that, like, usually, well,
They did
and
the
by the
Emmys
way,
a
it
bunch of
does
times,
it does
and
soften.
But he's presented on his own.
Right, but it
Of
does
course he
soften the
has.
blow at the Emmys when it's all of us.
Were you trying to
yes.
take a shot at him?
I was not taking a shot at all. You always think I'm trying to take shots on quick shift pod. I'm not.
Well, you're part of the TikTok generation, and shots are hot
Shots
takes.
are fired.
What
All
do you
I'm
say?
saying is-
hot take. The fuck does that mean? Hot take?
Connor,
We gotta
true
put
or
a
false,
label on
most of the
everything?
time when you were presenting, it would be you, Ferrara, Dylan, and Grenier.
Correct.
Yes.
Let it
That's all
go.
I'm saying.
When I drafted Brock Nelson,
You-
the New York
York
Islanders,
Islanders
the 30th
are proud
pick
to
in
select
2010
from
NHL
War
draft.
Road High
Nervous?
School, Brock Nelson.
Good pick, right?
Great
they
pick.
went with the
Maybe McDavid needed Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl up there with him, and maybe he's a little more comfortable.
It would have been even worse.
You think so?
Yes.
If they had to go back and forth.
Yeah, than standing on the stage with Kevin Dillon and
No. What he's saying would that have would Connors
would have thrown the
would
whole thing
Connors,
out of
if
whack.
McDavid and
If there was three
Draisaitl
of them
came
up
out
there?
together.
Yes.
fuck
and
no.
they're exchanging
No,
lines.
God
bits,
no.
couple
God no.
jokes.
All right, moving on. We're gonna stay with the McDavid theme though.
Thank God, Sean's been dying to do a little
You've been
McDavid coverage.
Yeah. This is the Leafs versus Edmonton. A little bit of a dirty hit by Matthews on McDavid.
Not a dirty
Ooh.
fucking hit. Not a dirty hit. Get your head up, all right? Listen, we're in the war.
Puck's nowhere near him.
Get the fuck out of here.
So they get into it a little bit.
Nice hit.
Ooh.
Send a message. I like Austin getting a little sandpaper on his ass. It's nice. Superstar
go.
battles are the best. Think about some of the
Where-
old school.
I mean-
great,
Where's the puck though?
great. Think about some of the old school superstar battles. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't you rather see that fight?
oh, hell yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that no one came and tried to get into it with.
I mean, that's what
Matthews, though.
started. That's ultimately what started the legendary Detroit, Colorado brawl was Larry Onoff and Forsberg. I love seeing that.
So this is McDavid and Matthews little highlight reel here. I wanted to get into the debate.
That's a sick
took a-
fucking move.
As you were saying, hot take the other day. You want Kucherov over McDavid. So if you're starting a franchise right now, who would you rather have, Matthews or McDavid? We'll start with you, Kev.
Starting a franchise.
Starting a franchise.
I love Austin Matthews. I love the fact that he got as great as he did in Arizona or on the West Coast.
Yep.
But I would just have to. It would be impossible to not take Connor McDavid.
That
Just my
that goal is just
look
so
at that.
nasty. That goal, you know, the level of skill. I can't even explain how good of a goal that is. Oh my God! And this guy does this every other night.
Right.
That goal is what every kid
Fell down, right?
is
Yep.
is gearing towards. Wow, what a
Oh, he's good
release.
too.
What a release.
You got to say the only thing Matthews has over McDavid is probably the shot, yeah?
It's just different. It's yes, pure release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin Matthews has the best. Look at that. Holy shit. Quick shots. You want to know why Brendan Shanahan scored so many goals? Not because he was firing lasers. He shot the puck quickly. Shanny
That
has
was a
more
quick
ugly
shot.
goals than beautiful goals.
And Matthew's shot is deceptive. He changes the angle on almost every shot.
That is
he takes.
just. I mean, are
what are
you?
we talking
Is this year? This happened last week.
No, I think this
No,
probably.
that's old. Between the legs, yeah, this is old.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he didn't show old clips, but that's a fucking sick goal.
I mean, this is pretty new on NHL.com.
It was like a Matthews McDavid comparison kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Willie Nylander's had some hell of a plays the last couple of.
But what do you think, Sean?
Oh, my
Who,
God.
Oh, my
you're
God.
starting a franchise. Who are you taking?
If I'm starting from scratch,
From
obviously
scratch.
I'm taking McDavid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be a bad guy to have, on the one sheet.
No.
Wow. What a goal.
He's young too, still, right? How old is Austin Matthews? Was he 24?
24, 25. Sean, you'll probably hate this question, but I'm going to ask anyways. Who do you think's done more to grow the game, Austin Matthews or McDavid? Obviously, I'm saying that because Matthews is from Phoenix, Arizona.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's Connor McDavid.
I think so too. Unreal.
Wow.
You know, I can tell the older clips versus the newer clips, not by the uniforms or by how his game has evolved. Like, and these goals are some of the greatest goals you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy does it now even faster and even stronger. Like it's just so think about where that's going to be in another 3 years. That's what's scary.
Have you heard about the McDavid knee injury, what he did for rehab on that?
No.
So he completely tore his LCL. And usually when you tear your LCL, you have to have it surgically repaired.
Okay.
He went a different route and didn't have it surgically repaired. He just did a whole bunch of rehab, and the tendon grew back together, or the ligament grew back together on its own.
Yeah,
which is unheard of.
Yeah, well now they're giving, there is the option to be able to do that. It's science, baby.
It's crazy.
And anytime you can avoid that knife, you avoid the
You
knife.
avoid it?
Yeah. Just as a rule.
Do you think Austin Matthews is going to re-sign with Toronto?
Not if they don't win the cup this year.
I never really understood the levity of that goal. Okay. Can you rewind that? Mm-hmm. You know, isn't it incredible that a guy could have such little stage presence, but he can have the chutzpah to make a play like he makes here where he dances Morgan Riley, but watch his head. The chutzpah is in the head direction. Can you rewind it? Mm-hmm. The chutzpah is in the complete arrogance and masterful sorcery.
This is
The
it right
balls.
Blatant
It's against
disregard. for
it's
the
against
defenseman.
Toronto. Yeah, keep going. Just watch his head here. It's so gangster. It's so, oh my God, it's such a.
Here you go.
Good
Watch
pass
his
there,
head
too, though.
Watch his head. Wait till you see the angle I'm talking about. Look at
We'll look some off.
it was just like, look at this. Boom. The head.
By the way,
Look at this. Look at it. Oh my God.
Morgan Riley's no slouch either.
No.
Right. He's got a quick first step.
What a goal. And then he just gets shot out of a rocket like this is just, Jesus Christ.
His hands are almost an underrated aspect of his game. Obviously, the wheels are there.
I
but
will tell you that, if Connor McDavid is in the NHL 10 years ago, he's not putting up the numbers that he's putting up now.
because people are just hacking.
People are still allowed to hit. Defensemen are still allowed to hit. Open ice hits are still part of the game.
Forget what we have next. Oh, all right. So last episode, we got into the debate of overtime versus shootouts. And then we had this week, Kuznetsov and Oshie. Two very
stupid.
very interesting, highly engaging shootouts. I wanted your
So
guys'
stupid.
take on it. Going back to Oshie, though.
I mean, that's a sick move. That's a serious move.
But you know how many people got into the game after that Olympics when Oshie had the 4 shootout goals?
Scotty's a big shootout
The
guy.
shootout is
Christ.
interesting. The shootout is interesting. You cannot deny it.
You're not going to sell me on the shootout, bro.
Wow, you just callback. Talk about a callback.
It's a
I
callback.
remember when that happened, like 8 years ago.
8 years ago. I don't know if you've seen this yet, Kev.
Oh, is it the Kuznetsov one?
Yeah.
I did. I don't, man, that's a trip.
Don't you think it's interesting contrast that Kuznetsov, we know he likes to hit the tendies up his nose, right? He likes to line one up every once in a while and hit a couple of, he likes to bang out a line, which would, that
Oh,
means
that's right.
you're an upper guy, right? But then for his whole finishing move, he does the complete opposite of being an upper guy and takes it into a new category of being a slow down guy. No,
I mean, I agree. No, it's, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, right? I mean, what?
tendies up the nose. You know where that originated from?
I don't.
That originated from the Wall Street Bets Reddit movement. Tendies up the nose. A guy that likes to hit the tendies up his nose, he's really flipped the script.
What do you think of that?
He's like in slow-mo in a video game. Unbelievable.
What do you do as a goalie here? Do you challenge? Do you just sit back in the crease?
Yeah, I think you take two
Poke
harsh
check.
strides and poke check.
Challenge.
Check.
Absolutely. He liked it.
It's just kind of testing your IQ there.
He liked it. And it's also crazy that
Why
you could
were you
actually
testing
get
his
caught.
IQ?
Because if you're a goalie and you think that they're going to deke, you're supposed to sit back in the crease. If you think they're going to shoot, you're supposed to come out and challenge.
Wait, I didn't even hear it. I got an IQ test
Yeah.
over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
So what I was saying is that as a goalie,
You
if you
failed
think
the IQ test.
if you think he's going to come in and deke, you play further back in your crease. If you think he's going to shoot, you come out and you kill the angle. That's why a goalie starts out high and then he kind of trickles back into his crease. That's
okay.
a fact.
Right. But what's your point there?
So that's why I asked, what do you do as a goalie there? He's coming in that slow. You got to figure he's going to be deking. So
You delay on your outer approach. You don't leave the goal line. You don't challenge until
there you go. That's what
until
I was looking for.
he enters.
That's what
you change.
So
it.
he passed.
He passed.
You passed the IQ
You were
test.
looking for me to give you that answer?
I knew the answer. I was just.
I
seeing
don't
if
think
knew
you
the answer.
did.
No, I just explained how you played as a goalie.
Did I not hear him explain
He
it?
was questioning he was seeing if you knew it, and as it turned out, you did know
You
it.
did know it.
But he was definitely testing your hockey IQ.
The heat's on.
Once again,
The heat is on.
the heat is on.
Yeah, and we're talking about the temperature in the room.
I just felt that large blast of heat hit me on the head.
My memory is poor here. Did we talk the Domi sauce pass? All right, so here's Domi sauce pass.
It's the greatest sauce pass in the history of the NHL.
That's a bold statement.
As far as velocity, evolution, flatness, how short of a distance between the two, what a saucer pass. Max Domi has turned into a completely different. That is the greatest saucer pass ever in the history of the NHL based on science.
I think that the shot is almost more impressive.
Shot's pretty impressive.
Yes,
The shot is,
amazing,
great.
amazing pass.
But you're going to pull the shot out of that. You don't even understand the science and the dynamics of being able. Best roller hockey player in LA.
well,
Los
every
Angeles.
pass I make on the roller rink is a saucy. I understand the
to
sauce.
be able to sauce a puck over a desk essentially and just land it on the other side, he defeats physics with this pass. You don't understand.
I wish that we had a puck here so we could go out into the parking lot. I could show you my sauce afterwards, just so that
He could show you his
just
sauce.
so you understand. I know what goes into a saucer pass. It's an amazing pass. But one, it's not that short. He's going from the half wall all the way to the far post. It's not a chip, Sean. It's a full sauce.
Got it.
By the way, I'm gonna go keep you guys play on. I'm gonna go turn the heat down because I'm dying.
It is. It's worth doing that. I know.
Or
I
can't we just have
appreciate
Dave
that.
do it? All right. So as we were,
Ooh, is this because of me? Oh no, it's because of you.
yeah, it's because of me. As we were saying in the beginning of the episode, we got a pretty good story here. You want me just to go into it?
No,
Yeah.
I don't actually.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead?
So this was a big game. Kev traveled down to crypto, support his team, the Islanders, which is beautiful. The Kings are hot. Scotty placed a bet. You want to just
Yeah, 'cause
reference the bet, and you'll put it on the screen. But tell us what the bet was.
All right, so the bet was a 4-teamer. It was Tampa Bay Lightning, it was Carolina Hurricanes, and it was who was the third team? The New York Rangers, all
Okay.
just to win.
All right.
And then I
just
needed
straight up.
straight up,
No spread, nothing.
nothing, just to win. And then I had
the Kings were -1.5.
Kings were the last leg of the parlay, and I took them -1.5.
So they had to win by 2 goals?
Yeah, and the whole point of it was my buddy's birthday. We've been gambling together since freshman year of college. So I was like, all right, we'll put a big one. We'll put a big one together, and hopefully everything hits. Then the last leg will be the Kings by 2, which we were going to the game, and it would be a fun bet if it was still alive.
Right. Okay. So they call that a parlay.
They call that a parlay.
All right. So you knew because of the West Coast time going into the Kings game that you were 1 win away from this parlay.
We knew going in, yeah.
$2,000 bet paid out $25K.
Yeah, so essentially $27K win if it hits.
Now, also, as you'll see, if you were watching the game,
Yeah.
the score was 4-2. Islanders pull the goalie, and they're swarming. They hit the post, right?
They hit the crossbar a couple times. The Islanders scored the first goal of the game. They were up 1-0. So at the end of 1-0 Islanders. So I'm going, fuck. This
So
is
your
probably gonna be
asshole was tight right till the buzzer.
puckered the whole game.
I mean, the guy, he didn't lock up the bet till the guy hit the empty netter. Who scored the empty netter?
No. We were good. We were good because it was 4-2.
It was 4-2, but the Islanders had pulled the goalie and they were
Right, if
swarming
they had
around.
scored, you're
and
done.
They hit the post if they scored, and the game was over when that puck went in the empty net.
When they got the empty netter,
That was it.
full selly.
Is that the biggest bet you've ever hit?
It's the biggest bet I've ever placed on a sports game and the biggest bet I've ever hit, period.
Wow.
By the way, a 14 parlay is really tough, and then you get into taking the points. I mean, it's
Yeah,
great.
I mean, the biggest thing about the bet is I don't really have 2,000 to put on a game. I got hot earlier in the week and had a little bit of a bankroll, and because it was my friend's birthday, I was like, let's roll big here.
Let's play some.
If it doesn't hit, whatever, we'll have a fun night. We'll get a little banged up.
So first of all, this is where we would address if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800
yeah, I'll
gambler,
flash the number on the screen.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
You are a degenerate fucking gambler. You won 25K and you turned around. First of all, you went out and you tore one up and you went on a bender with Michael and you celebrated.
Yeah.
Right?
Great night with Michael. Can I give us our outro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of people asking where to find the podcast. It's on all podcast platforms now. If you want to watch the full videos, go to the Action Park Media YouTube channel for full video and Quick Shift Pod on Instagram and TikTok.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.